I've been making content for Marvel Snap for over a year now, and every month I make a video where I pick my top 5 variants for one artist. And there's 2 categories that I've been pushing back as far as I can, and every single month I keep getting people requesting me, Eddie, why are you not doing those 2 categories? Well, today we're finally looking at one of those 2 categories, and we're gonna finish this series off finally next week with that last one. If you're new here, my name is Eddie. I play Marvel Snap. Marvel Snap. I make a bunch of content for it. And today we're looking at our top 5 favorite variants of Dan Hipp. Now, if you guys are new here, make sure to subscribe, comment down below as we go through your top 5 variants, and give this video a thumbs up because it helps with the algorithm. Now, you guys probably know this, but in case you don't, there's a website called snap.fan, this website right here. And if you click on the little hamburger at the top over here, there's a section called variants. And when you click on that, it brings you right here. Now, what you can see, they separated all the variants in the game into their own set of categories. Pixel, Dan Hipp, Chibi, Baby, so on and so forth. I've been making a video every single month for over a year now on all of my top 5 from each category, and I've completed all the categories that I personally like. So there are a couple of artists in here that are not my style, and I don't want to be a negative Nancy, so I decided I'm not making a video about that. But then there's also a couple categories that just didn't have enough variants in them, so we obviously skipped them. But generally speaking, Julia Rincioni is done, Flaviano is done, Pandot Studio is done, Rian Gonzalez is done. All the ones that I wanted to talk about are done except for 2. And so that first one is Dan Hipp. And next week, I'm going to finish the series off before the holidays start by making a video about the Pixel variant. So please make sure to subscribe if you guys are curious about that. But let's jump right into it, everybody. We're looking at all of the Dan Hipp variants. And at the end, I got to pick my top 5. I already know half of you guys love Dan Hipp. The other half absolutely hate him. They think there's too many of his variants. They don't like his art style. Others think that it's super unique. They love that they're all 700 gold. Man, it's a mix right there. I will say I'm kind of in the middle, where when I first started playing Marvel Snap, I wasn't a fan of his stuff. I felt like a lot of his stuff were very simple, and that wasn't my style. But over time, he started releasing more and more of the newer characters, and I really like when he started focusing his art specifically for Marvel Snap, and I feel like the end result have been awesome. Another thing I really like is that he's really good at making characters stand out with personality, and I'll talk about that as we go through, because there's a couple cards I remember I've seen, and I'm like, this card, like Helicarrier or Quinjet, it's just a plain, but he adds personality to it, which I really like as well. Anyways, that's it. Let's get into it. We're going to go through all 138 that are already released and 4 unreleased. So over 140 of them. And we're going to pick our top 5 from there. So you can see right here, like, this is a perfect example. Like, Abomination was one of the first ones. Not a big fan. Really simple. But then you look at, like, Absorbing Man and Warlock, and there's a lot more going on those. So really good mix. Oh, man, I like that Coulson a lot. Annihilus looks really great. Alioth looks really great, too, even though nobody likes that card. But yeah, like Apocalypse is one of the ones I just don't like at all. Very lame and simple. Not my style. So it's a huge mix for me here. Love that Black Knight. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot there where it's like a good mix of love. Like, I love this Carnage. I'm going to click on that one now because I think that's going to end up in the top 5. But as much as I love Carnage, this Crystal is probably one of the worst variants I've ever seen. This is so weird how there's a mix of them. I love this cap as well. Let's open that one up. Let's keep going here. Like, Destroyer just looks awful. Debris is not my style. This is such a weird artist where it's like, there's just this weird mix of awesome and terrible for me. And again, not judging, not criticizing the artist himself. He does a fantastic job. Like, this Helicarrier is amazing. Love that stuff. So let's keep going here. I already got 3 checked out. Jeff is adorable. Love this. Oh, the Jubilee has so much going on. I love that. All right, let's keep it going here. What else do we have? I know Claw just came out as well, and I know a lot of people who are very excited about getting Claw, which is really cool. Null looks pretty cool. Leader is hilarious. Leech is one of my favorite variants. I think that Leech doesn't have a lot of good variants, but the Dan Hipp one is adorable, and I love it. Keeping it going here. What else do we have? So many good ones here. Like, Martyr looks really cool, even though the card's not great. God, I hate the fingers on this Marvel. For every good, those are bad. It is really, really... Oh, that is a very cool Nico Minoru. Let's keep going. We get Omega Red. Oh, the Psylocke is excellent. Love that Psylocke so much. Let's keep going here. Oh, see, like Rhino is so simple. I don't like that. Gotta get a little bit more out of it. Let's keep going. Oh, the Spider-Ham is excellent. Even though it's simple, it is like very good art in my opinion. Really like the Sunspot as well. Let's see here. The Infinite, man, that is hilarious. I've never seen that one before. Titania looks terrible. Venom looks awesome. Alright, awesome. Okay, now let's check out. This is spoilers, so if you're not interested in spoilers, you can click off or skip a bit forward. We're gonna look at the unreleased cards. Blob. That is an amazing Blob. Blob, Bullseye, Random, and War Machine are also getting their variants. Very... Okay, I really like this Blob. I gotta put it in my top 5 for sure. That's hilarious. Okay, that is all the Dan Hipp variants. Now I gotta choose. I already have Carnage, which is 1, Captain America's 2, Helicarrier's 3, Jubilee's 4, Leech is 5, Psylocke is 6, Blob is 7. But I gotta cut 2 of them, and then I gotta rank them. Ah, man, I don't know which one of them I don't like. I like all of them. I think I'm gonna cut the Leech, because as much as I do like him, he is on the simpler side. There's not much going on. Like, at least Psylocke has, like, weapons and stuff. Jubilee has all the stars. Helicarrier, again, has that personality. But I think I'm gonna still take Helicarrier out, just because I think I prefer the art for the others. Yeah, Helicarrier is gonna come out top 6. Good for you, Helicarrier. So now we got our top 5. Carnage, Cap, Jubilee, Psylocke, and Blob. I can tell you now, Blob is number 5. He's not like that, like he's funny, but also really simple and not my style. So I'm gonna keep Blob as number 5. My number 4, I think I'm gonna give it to Jubilee. I really like the Jubilee. Lots of personality on this. Love the stars, love everything, the ability coming out of her hand and all that. Very cool. That's my number 4. I'm gonna go number 3 is Psylocke. Absolutely adore this one. Love the weapons and all that. My only thing with Psylocke is I don't really like the face, and I feel like she has a lot of other variants that are better, but still an excellent variant. Number 3. Now my number 2, number 1, I gotta decide between Cap and Carnage. I think I'm gonna go number 2 is Carnage, because I really like it, but it is on the simpler side. But I feel like they did a good job of making Carnage look clean, not too messy with all the symbiote stuff. So I really like that. I love, yeah, very excellent one. I just got this one recently, and I've been playing that one a lot. I do have the other Carnage that I like as well, this one, the Conqueror one, which is also excellent. But you can see here what I mean, that like most Carnage variants are like messy because of all the symbiote stuff. I feel like this is a really good, unique way of pulling off a Carnage variant without having it be too messy. And I'm gonna go with my number 1, the Captain America one. I just love this one. Love that you can see him like basically in the middle of a fight with protecting himself with the shield. There's action. You can see that he's in the middle of an action-packed scene, and it's a really good representation of Captain America and an excellent drawing of him. Even though, again, Dan Hipp stuff is generally simple, and this is simple, the simplicity of this one does have a little bit of action going on, so I'll give it that. And that, everybody, is my ranking of my top 5 Dan Hipp variants. Comment down below what your ranking is, which one's your favorite, your least favorite, all that fun stuff. I'd love to know. And give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. Now, before I end this video, I do have to mention this now. Some of you guys probably are in my Discord. Some of you guys are probably on Twitter, and you probably saw me post something about the future of this channel. I'll say it here. I didn't want to say it at the start of the video, but I'll say it right now. We have, after this video, there are 3 more Marvel Snap videos that are going to be going live. And then I've got a 4th video talking about why I'm going to be stopping making Marvel Snap content. So for those of you guys who are curious what's going on, I'm going to be changing this channel into more variety stuff. I'm not going away. I'm not going to stop playing Marvel Snap. I still love the game. I still play it pretty much every day. But content-wise, I'm looking to expand and try out new stuff. So I'm going to get more in details about that in the future. But just know that is coming up. But we still have 3 more videos to go. We got our top 5 for the pixels and our usual weekly videos of all the releases of the variants. I want to finish the year before I stop that. I don't want to stop right now because it kind of feels weird. So I'll talk about that some more. You'll get everything. Don't worry about it. If you're not following me on Twitter as well, just follow me on Twitter. Join my Discord. Do all that fun stuff. Come to Twitch. There's information about everything I do everywhere. All right. I'm going to end the video. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Take care. Bye-bye.